third session of Law for All. Today, we are going to discuss the essentials of FIR from the perspective of common man. So, before getting into essentials of FIR, let us first see why FIR is essential. Now, take a case of businessman who is hassled by fraudulent behavior of his partner. Now, that businessman knows that his partner has cheated him. Can he directly approach to the court and say that he is the culprit who should be punished? All of us know it does not work that way. Now, what is necessary here? Evidence before the court. How evidence before the court will come? By investigating the matter by police authorities. Now, how it will be initiated? How the investigation will be initiated? Here, FIR comes into picture. Unless and until that businessman registers an FIR with police station, police cannot take the matter into the hands, and no investigation can be proceeded further. So this is how every criminal law is set into motion by registration of an FIR. Now, how FIR exactly looks like? It's a register kept in every police station. In every police station, maintenance of FIR register is compulsory. It is mandatory. What are the contents or what are the essentials of an FIR? Essentials of FIR are, now, first of all, disclosure of cognizable offence. That means information given to police should be of such nature which should disclose cognizable offence. There are two kinds of offences. First is cognizable offence, another is non-cognizable offence. We'll discuss about this part in the latter part of this session. Now, importantly, what the informant should mention in the FIR. First, his name and address. Second, date, time, and location of the incidents according to his information which he is reporting. The true facts of the incident as per the knowledge of the informant. Fourth, name and description of the persons involved in the incident. Now here, if he knows the persons, they should be named in the FIR. If he is unaware of the names of the persons involved, it should go as unknown persons. Now, another thing, who can lodge an FIR? Practically anyone can lodge an FIR. Anyone who knows about the commission of cognizable offence can file an FIR. It is not necessarily that only the victim of the crime should file an FIR. Even a police officer who comes to know about a cognizable offence can file an FIR himself or herself. So now you can file an FIR if 1. You are the person against whom the offence has been committed. Second, you know yourself about an offence which has been committed. Third, you have seen the offence being committed. Now, another thing about FIR. Every FIR should be registered in the jurisdiction of the concerned police station. What it is now? That means whenever the crime occurs at some place, the concerned police station in which the crime has occurred, the FIR should be registered in that specific police station. There is a column in this FIR which is to be filled or which is to be written by the concerned police officer. That is name of the police station. Why it is so? This is necessary because the jurisdiction in which the crime occurs, only that police station has right to write down the FIR. Now, it cannot be that you are living at one place and just because the police station is nearby to your residence, you will go and register the crime in that police station. Or you have a friend who is in police, who is a police authority, and you will go to him to register the FIR. It does not happen so. So necessarily, you should go to the police station in which territory the crime has occurred. Now, can this be that the crime has occurred at different place and you are registering FIR in some other police station? Can this happen? Yes, it can happen. Now, this is called as filing or registering FIR in zero. What it is? Now, take a case of a lady who is beaten badly and driven out of her matrimonial house in the want of dowry. Now, probably she might have come back to her parental house. What she will do? Is she now can she file FIR at her parental native place? Yes, she can. Very well, it is understood that such victims, they are not in the mindset of registering FIR at that place wherein the crime has occurred. So for their comfort, for the necessitizing of justice, FIR can be registered at such places. What happens to such FIR now? The FIR does not have number in that police station. It is transferred to the concerned station, and the FIR will be numbered. So one more thing is to be understood, that as there is a column of name of the police station, there is another column as a number of FIR. Every FIR should be numbered. Like jurisdiction, another important column in this FIR is date and time of registration of FIR. Now, this is another important part of registration of FIR. This is important for the sole thing that FIR necessarily should be given as early as possible after the incident has taken place. Importantly, the information given first in time is called first information, and report of it is called first information report. So now, as the name reveals itself, this should be given very immediately. Another column in FIR is date and time of the incidents occurred. Now, if the date and time of the incidents occurred is not known to the informant, he can give either approximate time and date of the incidents. Why this is important? That the date and time of the incidents occurred and the information given to the police should not have much of gap. If there is delay in giving the information, that can cause such suspicion. Is that the thing that there should be no delay? There can be delay for some other reason, but the delay must be properly explained. Otherwise, the story may sound concocted, afterthought, and that loses its value. For example, take the case of the same businessman as we were speaking earlier. Now, what will happen? That even if he comes to know about the fraudulent behavior of his partner and he is lodging FIR after say 6 or 8 months, the moment he's coming to know about the fraudulent behavior of his partner, or he is being cheated, what he should do is he should immediately go to the police station and lodge an FIR. Why so? Because if there is a delay, very obviously many of the vital pieces of evidence he may lose out. Now, when the information about the commission of a cognizable offense is given orally, the police must write it down, but not necessarily that the information should be given orally only. It can be given in writing, it can be given by way of fax, it can be by sending an email, it can be even a telephonic information. So now it is your right as a person giving information or making a complaint to demand that police should read the written information to you as informant. Once the information has been recorded in writing by the police, then only it must be signed by the person giving the information. So, when the information about the commission of a cognizable offense is given orally by the informant, the police must write it down. So, is it necessary that the information must be given only orally? No. It can be given either in writing or by way of fax, by way of telephonic call, even an email. So it is right of every informant that after giving the information or giving a complaint to the police station, he should demand that information recorded or written down by the police should be read over to him. Once the information has been written down by the police, then only it must be signed by the person giving the information. So here comes another essential part of FIR. Informant should sign the report only after verifying that the information recorded by police is as per the details given by him. Here the details given must be in verbatim. That is, the words used, the manner in which the information given by the informant should be written down by the police concerned police officer as it is. People who cannot read or write must put their left thumb impression on the document after they are duly explained the content of the information written down. Another essential part of an FIR is every informant is entitled to get a free copy immediately after registration of an FIR. Now, there are certain more things that no one should do at the time of registration of an FIR. First of all, never file a false complaint or give wrong information to the police. One can be prosecuted under law for giving wrong information or for misleading the police officers. Never exaggerate or distort the facts at the time of lodging an FIR. This can totally impact on the case which you have registered. One should never make unclear statements at the time of filing of an FIR. But another possibility is this can also happen that at the time of registration of an FIR, some vital piece of information may not have been disclosed to the police officers by the informant. This may be because he may not be in the state of mind of disclosing the complete facts, maybe due to fear, maybe the things were not in his knowledge at the time of registration of an FIR. Now, what will be the fate of such vital piece of information, what he has, which are not disclosed in the FIR? Now, he has option of recording another statement, which is called a supplementary statement. Supplementary statement is recorded by the police of the same person, in which he can disclose all the facts which probably he might have not disclosed at the time of registration of an FIR. But one thing should always be borne in mind, that the supplementary statement should be genuine enough not to concoct the facts. It should aspire the truth and truth only. So can it happen that if a person goes to police station for writing a complaint, can it happen that police may not write down the complaint and register an FIR? Yes, very well so. It can happen. Why so? As we discussed earlier, there are two types of offences. One is cognizable offence and another is non-cognizable offence. Now, what is a cognizable offence? A cognizable offence is one in which the police may arrest a person without warrant. They are authorized to start investigation into cognizable case on their own and do not require any orders from the court to do so. What is non-cognizable offence? A non-cognizable offence is an offence in which a police officer has no authority to arrest without warrant. The police cannot investigate such an offence without the court's permission. Now, if the complaint is of non-cognizable nature, police may not register the crime and write down the FIR. What can be said to be cognizable offence? The offences like pickpocketing or chain snatching, or say cheating by business partner, or say cyber crime, or maybe sexual assault, maybe ragging to a student. All these kind of complaints are of cognizable nature, and immediately the FIR is registered by the concerned police officer. But if threats are given to a person, or maybe in a scuffle, simple hurts are occurred on the body of a person, they are of non-cognizable nature, and here police do not register an FIR. Now, if the informant is giving information about the incidents occur, which is disclosing cognizable offence, is it possible that police might still not register the offence, still not register the FIR? Yes, it might happen. It has happened various times. What is the remedy available to the common man then? Common man can approach to the higher authorities of police. If the jurisdiction is in the rural area, he can approach to the superintendent of police. And if he resides in the urban area, he can approach to the commissioner of police. It can be either in person, or the complaint can be given in writing, or he can send a letter to the higher authorities of police. What if the cognizance is not taken even by the higher authorities? What can be done? Now, here the remedy is given by the court. The person can file private complaint in the courts before the magistrate. What if again there his complaint is not entertained? What is the remedy? He can approach to the High Court by way of writ jurisdiction, and like this his complaint is entertained and the FIR is subsequently registered. These are the essentials of FIR. I hope I have explained enough to understand the basics of FIR and the do's and don'ts while registration of the FIR. Thank you very much.